Hey folks, I'm Ian and this is Doggo, my Ford Transit Connect camper. I'm here with Mark trying out the new Ultra Enhanced camera from Ultra Dark. I want to test how well it'll work in a big open space, so we came to this churchyard to really put it through its paces. Now, a quick disclaimer, I'm not being paid for this and this is not a promotion. I was just asked to try it out and give them feedback on how well it worked. Now I'm going to stick on a t-shirt and we'll get going. Right, so, we've got selfie cam and we've got ultra enhanced cam. Nice. So for selfie cam, I can't see where I'm positioned, so I'm just going to have to wing it with that one. Hopefully about right. Obviously I can see the ultra enhanced cam. So for the ultra cam, that's on the lowest setting. So that tree is 6 foot away from me, we can see that nice and clear. I hear you, buddy. Right. And there's Mark. What are you doing, buddy? You're causing a ruckus. The problem when I'm doing selfie cam and forward cam is you get lots of video of me squinting, trying to see my little screen. It'd be interesting to get down to the graves and then see how far we can see.
I want to try and compare it to like a lot of footage we did last time.
Yeah. I've got to remember I'm filming myself as well, so I need to stop doing these funny faces.
Yeah, I want to do that. I actually do want to go out, be it later on tonight after we've finished, or tomorrow. I do actually want to go out and set this up so I've got it on myself.
Yeah.
On a video with a camcorder. I've got a little church I might go to try it out.
Yeah, here come the gravestones. Now if I turn my light down low, this is on the low setting, and that grave there is probably 12 foot away from me, and obviously that's picking that up. There's one over there you can't see, one over there that you can see, and that's probably 15 feet away from me. But if I turn this light up to full now, you can see a huge difference there. Now I think there's going to be a lot of noise in this image, but that is going really far. There's a tree, whoa, there's a tree stump in the middle, not a tree stump, an actual tree, and I reckon that has got to be 10 metres away from me maybe, so the light on that is much better. Now Mark's gone for a wander, you can see him illuminated there, so this is now with my light on full blast, so I'm getting that full distance. I mean, if anything, it might be a little bit bright. I might turn that down a bit, stop it peaking, just into the murky depth. I can turn that up, I can squint at the camera. Now, so coming down here, the sky is still a little bit light, but it's very dark in front. If I go on the lowest light setting, that grave is 6 feet from me. There's a big one just there. Look at that. So suddenly I turn it up and I'm squinting again. So this is a lot better, but I know it's not going to look like HD because I heard something down here. What's going off down here? I heard something move. If there's any spirits here that would like to communicate with me, please make a tapping sound. I don't mean no harm. I'm just here to document. So if you can make a tapping sound for me, if you can tap 3 times, tap, 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 then I know you're here with me. I won't ask for anything more. It would just be nice to know that you are there. No taps. So if I keep this at full blast, look, that whiteness is it blowing out the image. You see these are quite close to me. It gives you dead on holding it far out. Far out, man. So Mark is over there. You can see his light. My eyes now, they're starting to adjust to the darkness, so I can actually see a lot better. When I use this setup with the GoPro selfie camera, and I've got the light in my face, then at that point I can't see anything because I'm just being blinded by the light. So there's a little way down there. Let's go and catch up with him. So this lights the way very well. Now here, got a few gravestones. We've got a very old tree just here. Very old tree. Let's do another shout out. If there's any spirit present, if there's anybody here that would like to communicate with me, if you can please let me know that you're there. If you can touch me on the shoulder, if you can make a noise, if you can tap on something, that would be fantastic. I don't want to get too close to you, and I don't feel comfortable with you getting too close to me. But if you can just make a noise, let me know that you are here. I'm going to listen now. I can hear some geese, but if you'd like to tap for me, I don't mean you any harm. Just 3 little taps. Knock, knock, knock. Right, let's continue on. So we've got some kind of old shed here. So Mark has gone wandering down here. So this is coming into the old bit of the yard now. You can see quite far. I don't know how I am on this selfie view. We'll check that out a little bit later on. But this video is more about this front-facing camera. This is my ultra-sensitive camera. Now, it will have a lot of noise because it's so sensitive. I don't know if the details can be there. I mean, you can try not to get the name of this stone, but if you see, if I get too close, the image blows out. But from about there, how does that look? Is that nice and clean and crisp? This is on the low light setting, so I can turn it up and blow it out. But if I take it to about there, the exposure is about right. So how does that look? Now the advantage of this one is it's got that huge reach. Now if I show you with the other camera, you see with this one, on the lower setting of light, it's barely picking anything up. I can turn it up, and it will reach a bit more, and if I do the same thing with this gravestone, I turn that down, it's a cleaner image, there's a lot less noise, but that is on full brightness. And let me look ahead. full brightness, flip you around, full brightness, huge difference. Let's go over here with more detail. Full brightness, full brightness. It's a whole world apart. And we're back to the front facing camera now. Trying to see where Mark has gone. Can't spot his IR lights anywhere. So let's keep on walking. I can hear Mark. He's down there. Really. So there is a white light ahead. I know that's going to be Mark because he's using the infrared emitter as well, same as what I've got on these. And both of these cameras are using the same infrared emitter. The selfie camera's on the lowest setting, whereas at the minute I've got the front facing camera on full blast. But I'm out now in the middle of an open field, so I've probably got there a reach of, I don't know, 20 meters or so. There, I'm just touching those bushes at the end. I'm not quite full arm's length. I've got a slight bend in my arm, and I can feel it working out my shoulder muscles. Mark is jabbering away, just like me. So let's turn that down. There we go. So put it about there, and it's exposed nice. The good thing about this is it's almost like when it's overexposed, you can see because it peaks at bright white. So I can just turn it down, get it just about spot on. You see, this is a nice level, but it's not got that reach on it. If I just whack it up, boom, you can see everything. Everything. There's Mark on this little path he has. I can see his infrared. I turn this down, you can see. I can see the red glow of his LEDs. We're at the old bit now. The old bit. Let's have a look. So here we are. We've got a nice glow there in the sky. That's where the sun's going down over there. I'm squinting at my camera again. There we go. It's a bit quieter out here, less road noise. I was supposed to bring the wired lav mic, give that a try out, but unfortunately it doesn't work when it's on the table at home. You're actually supposed to bring it with you. There's a whole row of gravestones here. Look at those. See, that is a lovely shot. That is a lovely shot.
How's it looking?
It's looking good. It's looking good.
It'd be interesting to get to see what your footage looks like.
Yeah. Well, I will edit it.
So yeah, just showing it there. Oh yeah, that does light up quite a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is when you put mine next to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done like a side by side with mine.
Yeah.
The only problem you get is you see all these white spots. That's where it's overexposed. It's just too bright there because there's too much light. But it does reach far. If I forgot that off with just your light on.
Yeah.
You can see it's got good reach.
Yeah, it has got a good reach, isn't it? It'd be interesting to see, like I said, what the footage is like.
It's just whether how grainy it is, that's the thing. Because you can't really see on this.
I think that's the problem, yeah, but I mean you'll be able to see that, won't you, when you're
on the
when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back over that way, mate. Alright.
Yeah. Cool. And off he goes. The life of a ghost hunter. Walking around in the dark. With your little face illuminated by your camera screen. Yeah, someone's tending that one. So it's time. You see that there is just about spot on. And I'm getting too close again. That's too far to hold it out. I'm just worried that's full arm's length. That's relaxed arm's length. This is close so I can see the screen. I think that's going to be too close and blown out. I'm probably putting my hand up all the time isn't doing anything good. On face value, using the camera like this, it looks banging. It really does. I think it's going to be a lot of noise and I'm not going to be able to really enhance anything or get rid of that noise. Now, this selfie cam I have set to black and white because it just looks a nicer image. I can literally upload that straight away, or I can edit that straight away without having to use any colour correction. Now with the super enhanced camera, that one has just a blue purple kind of colour to it, which I don't mind how it looks, but it's not suitable from the screen. In editing, I can add a green filter over the top and actually make it look like night vision. I could even turn it black and white if I wanted to, but that just looks a little bit better then. But I think when you start putting filters over the top, it then starts to enhance the noise around the edges. So I don't know if that is good or bad, but I suppose what I can do is I can edit this in black and white, I can edit it in night vision green, and I can leave it just in full colour, in purple, and see how that performs. Look at this here, you've got rows and rows. Rows and rows. So, I'm still on a path. There's still a path here. I've come to the end of it. And yeah, pretty much come to the end of the line. The end of the line is a wheelie bin. The end of the line. So I've got quite a bit of footage here now. The sky is turning out nice. I wonder where Mark is. Can we see his illumination anywhere? Something moving in the bushes. So I think now we hang a right, getting back to the main path. So I'm still having to use this screen to see where I'm going. My eyes have adjusted, but it's still, this little screen is still really bright in my face. I wonder if that is actually possibly illuminating me as well. Let's turn this light off and you can see. I'll turn that one off. Is there illumination on me? Can you see me? I've got this little light from the screen. I bet you can't. But you do need a little bit of light just to make all the difference. That was the colour changing light I could see. Let's turn that down a bit. Yeah, it was green. Here it is, it's colour changing, all different colours. It's very nice. It's funny, now I'm on my own, as Mark has probably wandered off. You start to feel heightened, your senses. I'm still on the path. Yeah, you start to feel more sensitive. I can feel the air changing temperature, I can feel the coolness on the back of my neck. I can smell the freshness, but you become very aware of the darkness behind you, the darkness all around you. There we go. Just trying to work out where I am, where I'm going. I think I've missed the turning. I'm supposed to be over there. I haven't already got lost. I think it was down here near this red light. I think. I must have just walked down it and not paid attention. Because I don't remember walking down there. I thought it was more in the middle. I can hear him. I can see him. I don't know where that path went then. I found a point to cross over. It wasn't the point where I went over first of all. I can see Mark's light. This is a big open space. This camera's working very well. What time it is? 9:35. Cluster up here of graves. So if I hold it nice and slow, do you get a nice non-blurry image? Is there less noise? Who knows? So Mark is down this way, or it was. In cameras there's going to be lots of my face doing not much at all, just looking funny, looking spooked. So this path is very open, not really much to see. So the path comes down here, it pulls in. Oh, we've got something here. Let's just back that up. Ah, we've got all the lights down here. Can you see the flickering? So we've got some nice little lights. Overexposure on the left. So I'm now kind of fine-tuning image with the brightness control. Right down here there's a lot of light flickering. Looks very pretty. Wow.
When I have the camera on myself, I start waffling. I'm talking about demonic rats and
Alright.
all that kind of stuff, because I keep hearing noises of something moving around and it doesn't sound like a bird, it's too big.
That's the wild
Like
one.
I said, I'm not thinking ghost or anything, I'm thinking it's like a giant dog-sized rat
Alright.
wandering around. I'm more scared of that than the idea of a ghost.
It's pretty down here.
It is, isn't it? I love all the little lights down here.
If I get full arm's length, I know it's going to hear me okay, and it's going to get me in the shot. And that way you can have, like you say, your free hand for doing whatever.
Yeah.
And then likewise, if you're then filming forward and you want your K2, you could then have it there in front, but it is going to overexpose a bit, that's the only thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're so close to the light.
Yes, it's trial and error, it's just trying to get the hang of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be the best setting, really. Yeah, there's definitely something moving around.
Yeah, I could hear something else down there.
I'll take a demonic rat over just an ordinary rat. At least if I can get that on film, you know what I mean? I'm actually proving that rats can be possessed.
Yeah. How are we doing, folks? How are we doing? I'm not 100% sure, but I think this section is for the children. That's why there's so many lights down here. All these pretty lights that are on. They are gorgeous, but it's not a nice thought if it is all children. But some of them are lovely and illuminated. Carries on further down there as well. So I'm starting to get serious shoulder ache now. It's like a workout. I think Mark is jabbing away just as much as me. Mark's just using the single camera setup, so he's actually flipping backwards and forwards. He's using the original camera. He's running the 4K night vision camera, whereas I'm running the 4K night vision. That's not even the 4K, that's a prototype. Whereas he's using the proper 4K night vision, and I'm using the prototype for selfie, and then I'm using the ultra the ultra sensitive night vision from our forward facing. Alright. If there's any spirit here, if there's any spirit that'd like to communicate with me, please let me know that you are here. You can make a tapping sound. I'll try and hear you over the cars, but if you can make a tapping sound, if you can stomp your feet, if you feel comfortable coming close to me, if you could just tap me on the shoulder and let me know that you're here. I don't wish to harm you. I'd just like to know that you are here with me. I'm going to be silent now, so if you'd like to make your noise, I'm going to stop moving. If you can just tap 3 times. 3 times for me. If there is spirit there, I mean you no harm. I'm here just to look, just to see. If I could get you on camera, tapping or stomping, that would be fantastic. This I'm holding is just a camera with a light. It's a special light to help me see in the dark. But it doesn't mean you any harm. I'm just here to listen. If you'd like to make a noise, if you would like to tap me on the shoulder, I mean you no harm. Here he comes, the illuminated man.
I've been called worse. Yeah, definitely been called worse. So yeah, how's it looking?
Good. It's definitely brighter, but
It'd be interesting to see the footage, wouldn't it, when it's...
Yeah. On this screen though, it's deceiving because you can't see all the noise on this screen. But yeah, it does go a lot further.
There's definitely an advantage with it. I mean, I'm seeing this now with the investigation point of view. It's definitely an advantage for how light this equipment is to carry around.
Yeah.
That's essential because at the end of the day, when you're investigating, you don't want to be carrying cumbersome equipment around. It's a right pain. And it hurts your arms. I know it sounds stupid.
Even like holding this, there's a fair bit there, and even just holding this, I can feel it.
Well, when you see most of these cameras, especially that the more professional groups use, they're big, heavy cameras. So if you can get the quality with these size cameras, it's definitely a lot better. Because they're so light, you can have multiple cameras, can't you? As well.
I think when you're in venues as well, it's, because they're smaller, you're less intrusive. If you're walking around with this, people aren't going to be funny about it, whereas if you've got a big camera...
And as you said, you can set it up on the tripod mode. If you fancy, you can just put it down. Yeah,
sit in a room, do a visual.
So there's a lot of advantages to it, there's no denying that. So yeah, when I get home I'll review the footage, I'll see what it's like with the IR turned up or turned down. Yeah,
that's what you got to do, play with it, because I've done all that already. So obviously I'm there saying to you, you want to turn it on lowest setting, that's because I've already done that. But it's good. It's worth you playing with it as well. 'Cause
It
then
is, and I think
you're going
obviously-
to know then yourself.
Yeah, when I'm doing like a proper investigation, I'll know
Yeah.
what setting it needs to be on.
It's like with this one at the minute it's filming me. I keep going full length. I know full length is good, but you end up then relaxing to here, and then I don't know if I'm overexposed. And then sometimes I get closer to see on this screen, and I know I'm definitely going to be overexposed there. But
even with the light down.
yeah,
Well, so it's trial and error, isn't it?
yeah.